In this video, I'm discussing how you can get clients for your recruiting agency. Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Natasha, the business recruiter. Welcome back to my channel. So one of the key elements to starting a cold emailing campaign is to ensure that you actually have email addresses to target your campaign to. And while this is oftentimes believed to be one of the hardest steps, actually being able to gather email contacts can be simpler than what you think. More than anything else, in terms of you being able to be successful from a cold emailing perspective, you have to have the right tools that are going to allow you to be able to make this process seamless. Two tools that I have continued to leverage throughout the duration of owning a recruiting agency are LinkedIn Sales Navigator and Lead Leaper. And while there's many paid versions of LinkedIn out there, I have found Sales Navigator to, one, be the most effective for what it is that I'm trying to do within the recruiting agency space, which is to find clients as well as get qualified candidates. And two, it's also the most cost-effective option that's out there. If you compare LinkedIn Sales Navigator to, let's say, LinkedIn Recruiter or LinkedIn Recruiter Lite, that price tag is going to be astronomical if you decide to go the Recruiter or Recruiter Lite route. So with that stated, I will always be an advocate for leveraging the tools that work and the ones that are going to be the most cost-effective for you. There's no sense in breaking the bank in order to get your first client. And in terms of Lead Leaper, while they do have a free option that's available for the tool, I have actually leveraged the package that allows me to spend $30 per month to be able to do some more advanced features within Lead Leaper. Again, LinkedIn Sales Navigator as well as Lead Leaper have served to be pivotal tools in me being able to reach the success that I have. So to ensure that you're able to get off on the right foot, I want to show you how I actually go about leveraging LinkedIn Sales Navigator in order to find email contacts. As you can see, we are within the Lead List tab within Sales Navigator. And this is where I'll start in regards to creating a list where I can then put prospective clients on and then leverage Lead Leaper in order to extract the information that I need in terms of email addresses in order to complete my cold email campaign. So the first step with this in terms of LinkedIn Sales Navigator and being on this tab is for you to create your own lead list, as you can see here at the top. And one of the things that I like to do in order to help myself to keep organized is to make this subject or this list name as detailed as I possibly can. So with that stated, I like to include the industry that I'm actually completing the search for, the state in which I'll be completing that search, as well as then the date in which I started to execute the search. So for the sake of this example, let's say we're gonna do construction in Texas and we're gonna do it as of the current date. So I'm just gonna type that information in here. And then we'll click create. And once we've gone ahead and actually created that list, what we want to go ahead and do is actually click on it. So we are going to have to search for our leads. So we're going to go ahead and click here. And this pulls up a separate page in regards to all of the filters that are available for you to narrow down your search as it relates to the industry and the state that you are searching within. So in regards to this particular example, as mentioned right off the bat, we are focused on construction. So that's what we're going to go ahead and include here. And then we also did mention that we wanted to complete this search in Texas. So we're going to go ahead and add the geographical area here. And one thing to note is that you can add as many filters to this as possible. So let's say that you wanted to complete a search in Texas, but maybe you really wanted to focus on the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You do also have the ability to either add that in here or to make that your search. So keep in mind that you do have flexibility in regards to the filters that are available to you. So then we want to go ahead and actually jump over to the company information before we go through anything else. And the first thing that you want to go ahead and actually take a look at over here is going to be company headcount. Now keep in mind, this is going to dictate the size of the organization that you're targeting. So let's say you want to focus on small or medium-sized companies. Maybe the companies that you're going to click on are then going to be those that have, let's say, 11 to 500 employees. that would be what you would target and click on here in terms of your filters. But let's say that you want to focus on more mid or large size organizations, then I would definitely recommend that you click all of the filters that are associated with organizations that have 500 plus employees. So for the sake of this example, that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Okay, so with adding those few filters in there, I do want to take note of how many search results we have. So we're currently over 100,000 search results right now, which is a lot. So we want to continue to narrow down and refine our search. So one of the things that's important in regards to the filters that are going to be associated with your prospect list is to keep in mind that the individuals that we are focusing on are going to be decision makers. And you want to ensure that the individuals that you're putting on your lead list are considered to be those decision makers. So the next filter that you actually want to go to is going to be seniority level. And keep in mind that every single company is different. There might be some companies where managers could possibly be decision makers. There might be some companies where only VPs in the C-suite are the individuals who are making decisions. But you want to be in a position where you capture as many of those individuals as possible. So my recommendation is to always include directors and up. So we're going to include director, going to grab VPs, and then we're also going to grab individuals who are within the C-suite. Okay, and we can see that with adding that filter in there, we went from over 100,000 results to only 11,000 results now. Okay, so this is our list then, and we can continue to add and change filters as much as you possibly can in order to refine your list. But once you feel good about the filters that you have, you can then go ahead and actually start to review the individuals who are listed within the various companies just to verify that they actually do meet your criteria. So if you kind of just scroll through and take a look, once again, just verifying the information it is that you've entered into the filters. If you feel good about it, then what you actually want to go ahead and do is select all. And this will select all of the individuals that are on this particular page. Keep in mind that when it comes to LinkedIn Sales Navigator, there are only 25 people who will show up per page, and we have 11,000 plus results. So this can be a rather tedious process in regards to getting prospective clients to add to your list, but I assure you it is well worth the manual labor that you're putting in. So once you've selected those individuals who you want to add to your list, you're going to go ahead and go to Save to List, and then you're going to click on the list that you then created. And then if you go back to your lead list, you can go ahead and actually take a look, and you can see that those individuals are in here. Now, the cool thing about LinkedIn Sales Navigator is it gives you a couple options in regards to how you can leverage this. So if you wanted to leverage it as a CRM, because you don't have your own CRM in place, then you have the opportunity to do that. It does have a section here where you're able to add notes, as well as it does also track outreach activity. But keep in mind that this list you're going to continue to build, you're going to continue to add to, and ideally you want to get as many individuals on this list as possible. The larger your cold emailing campaign is, the greater it will be in terms of your chances of turning a prospective client into an actual client. Well, I hope that you found this tutorial to be helpful. If you did, then be sure to give me a thumbs up. As well as if you're not subscribed to my channel, then I encourage you to go down below and hit that subscribe button as well as that bell so that you can get notified of all of my videos that drop each week. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.